So the next item on the list is wait, did you put that down right? Native ankles.
Nativity angels.
Hello, welcome to the 1/5 podcast. I am Okie and he is Dokie. Today we'll be talking about
Christmas.
yes. Since it's like December and all, we're talking about
You know,
Christmas.
yeah, 'tis the season and all of that. Um,
So
so
first of all, we have trees. Now, I remember me and my brother, we got this things where we have like angels and they're holding a star and they have their and we and they have our names on it. So we put them on the tree and they're just there and it's amazing.
that reminds me. Okay, so every year, in school where they'd like have you do like baubles and stuff, and like they'd let you decorate it. Sometimes they take a picture of you and you like get your picture put on there, and they'd be laminated and all that.
Oh my god, I remember
I've got
that.
so many of them. I've got so many, but I don't have them with me now.
Yeah, I probably like threw them away ages ago. Or my parents did. Um,
uh
do you
oh,
have
speak.
do you, do you have um a real or an artificial tree?
I've got a
That's a good
fake
one.
tree. I've got a fake tree.
Same. Mine.
So I do have a story.
Do tell.
This one's about Christmas baubles. Um,
Mm.
One time I was in B&Q and we were shopping, and it was close to Christmas, but it wasn't Christmas like fully yet. And I decided to get this bauble that I thought looked nice,
Right.
and um, I put it in my pocket and thought I'll remember it. And as we were paying, we uh, I'd forgotten about it, and we walked out,
Oh my god.
and the alarm went off. Right, the sensor, right? That
Oh
thing,
yeah. You thief.
and
You thief.
and and then they were just like, "Oh yeah, that happens," and we just walked out because like, what are they gonna do? Some 8-year-olds walked out with like something that was worth like, I don't know, £1 or £2, but I
You're
felt
a
terrible.
you're a fiend. You're a criminal, doke. I'm so dumb. So we are talking about Christmas trees. Yes. Okay.
Hmm.
I have
um
an artificial Christmas tree, and it's got like snow on it, like fake snow, and it goes absolutely everywhere. Like when we're putting the decorations up, when we're getting our presents, it goes everywhere. When we're putting it in the attic, and I mean everywhere. You find it on the bottom of your shoe. You find it on your hands. You find it on your thighs. You find it in your hair. Trees are nice. On to
yeah.
trees again. On to trees again.
Yeah.
Uh, oh, did
uh
you and your sibling ever argue um on who would put the star on top?
uh I mean, not really, not that much. I mean, we used to have a few like rows, but I don't think it was like I want to put the star on. It was more like, I don't decorate trees.
What?
I can I kind of feel like I feel I don't feel um but I don't usually decorate the Christmas tree. I'm usually at school. I'm usually doing homework. Uh
Oh yeah, so am I.
oh my god, look at Doki, such a downer.
I remember when I was like little, like 5, and my brother wasn't born yet. So when we had the Christmas tree, I used to get to put the star on my top, like on my top, on the tree top, and my dad would like lift me up. My dad would lift me up to put it on. It was nice. It was nice. So, should we move on to the next topic? Because we don't actually have much to talk about trees.
Yeah. So the second item on our list is
Primary school
primary
nativities.
nativities. Um,
So,
primary nativities.
in the nativity, what did you play, Doke?
Okay. So, the most recent role that I played in a nativity was about this wasn't I was an angle. I was a native angle.
You were a native angle.
No, I was an angel. I was an angel. Um,
Oh my god, so was I.
and because of that, I had to get my back measured so that I could actually put on those wings.
Oh,
And and they made these wings that pulled me back. They were heavier and taller than me, which I mean doesn't say that much. But I was leaning back for the whole play. I didn't trip, but it was uncomfortable.
oh god, that must have been horrible. Would you guess what my brother was? For
Donk.
its nativity. Yeah, he was a donkey. He was a donkey. I remember him coming home and telling us, and it was kind of depressing. Mom, I'm a donkey. But then he got sick and he couldn't do the nativity, which I actually cried about because
Huh.
he'd never get to do the nativity again. Just sad.
I did the nativity. I For my first nativity, I don't remember what I was chosen to be, but that year I had I was wondering why, no, not why. What was happening? Cuz they had to find a replacement for me, but who? I mean,
He
I
was
wasn't a
wondering
major role, but I did have some lines.
what was your role? A Christmas
I
tree?
don't no, I don't remember.
Imagine you were baby Jesus.
To find a replacement Jesus to say whatever. What does a baby say in the nativity? Don't they just use a doll?
Yeah.
That feels like something that would happen a play in the play that goes wrong, where
They
the
drop
doll's
it.
head would fall off. Yeah, it gets dropped, or they use a real baby
Okay,
and it starts crying.
so moving back to the topic of primary nativity,
Oh my god, this story.
do tell.
Okay, so in year 3, we were doing another nativity play, and the guy who was supposed to play the donkey was sick, and because of that, they had to find somebody else who would fit inside of the costume,
Um,
and they were frantically pulling people out of the seats, and they were like, "Oh, will you be the donkey?" Uh, no, they didn't even ask, "Would you?" They just had people try it on, and then
very
whoever it fit, they'd say, you know. And they pulled me out, and I tried on the costume, and because it fit, they had me walk down the center of the assembly hall
oh my
in
god.
that, while Mary's hand was on my shoulder. And mind you, Mary was much, much taller than me because I could fit into that costume. And Mary's bending over and I'm walking.
Wasn't your
Mar-
sister Mary or something at one point?
yeah. She was Mary at some point, but not at the same time as I was
Oh my
Donk.
god. Imagine your little sister being taller than you.
I could definitely carry that thing, but
Okay, should we move on to the next topic?
yeah, we should.
The next topic
And
is
Christmas
Christmas
carols.
carols. What's your favorite Christmas
So
carol? It can be a song. It
Favorite.
doesn't have to be a carol.
My favorite Christmas carol is.
Searches up Christmas
I'm doing
carol.
this for dramatic effect. I'm I'm doing this for dramatic effect. I'm definitely not searching them up.
Ooh, I do love Jingle Bells. That's the only one I remember because singing it so many
My
times.
favorite. Oh, one of my favorites is probably
All the
how about what if we just look through some of these and then say what we like about them.
mm-hmm.
Number one, deck the halls.
Deck the halls with bells and holly. Is that how it went?
I think so. Fa
Deck the
la la la
halls.
la 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 la. On the article here it says, "What's more Yuletide than that? Gracious and exuberant in its celebration of Christmas, Deck the Halls takes the top spot on this list because it provides the best part of the holidays: decorating, dressing up, singing, and getting a whole bunch of stuff you don't need." Look at this Christmas one. We wish you a Merry Christmas. What do you think about We Wish You a Merry Christmas?
It's actually kind of annoying because like you'd open your door, you'd get a knock on your door or a ring on your door, you'd open your door and there's just some little school children or elderly people
Yeah.
and
It
they'd be
feels a bit
singing
it's it's one of the older ones, right?
yeah
It's and
and
it's a bit bland.
they're just
We Wish You a Merry
standing
Christmas is quite bland as a song.
yeah
Like it's nice, we remember it, but like the words are a bit,
I know it's so
boring.
basic.
Yeah, and tidings we bring to you and your kin. Yeah, yeah, okay.
When you'd open the door they wouldn't even say hello, they just start singing it, like
Yeah,
clasping their hands and like shutting their eyes. That's the stereotypical thing I think of.
and
Like
then
and then and then you'd have to like give them a pound or something, and then you'd slam the door on them. Not slam the door on them, like shut the door on them politely.
the next one, Jingle Bells.
You know the horrible primary school version? They
Oh
would,
yeah. Oh
yeah,
yeah. The one
the one
about
about
Batman and Robin.
superheroes, yeah.
What happened to Dashing Through the Snow?
It
Where
wasn't
is this?
it wasn't even that funny, but childish minds thought it was peak comedy. So it goes, "Jassing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Over the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells and bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight." Then it goes into the chorus.
Oh, and there's another one. I'm not saying that.
Oh,
Oh, my voice cracked. And in the last verse, um,
dashing through the
here's the
snow.
original one from 1857. Dashing through the snow on a one-horse open sleigh, o'er hills we go, laughing all the way. Bells and bobtail ring, making spirits bright. Oh, what sport to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. That's the one I remember.
Oh, what
That original.
sport?
Yeah. Oh, what sport to
Sorry.
ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells. Yeah. We've got more Christmas carols.
God.
I'll look for a good one. I'll look for a good one. Ooh, Oh Tannenbaum.
Joy to the World. I
Oh, Joy to the World's a
kind of
good
remember
one.
that one. I kind of remember that one.
Oh, Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Joyful to the newborn king. I remember that. Or Do You Hear What I See?
Do you hear what I see? No, do you
Do
mean
you
do I
hear what
hear what I hear?
do oh oh
Don't.
I yeah, it's the next one. I'm an idiot. Oh my god, wait, no, that doesn't even make sense. Do you hear what I see? Yeah.
Can we keep that?
Yeah. There's a blooper. Yeah. Um
What
12 Days of
about
Christmas.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas? White
Oh
Christmas.
yeah. White Christmas. Or like
I
uh
had to learn all the lyrics for that because in year three I went to choir club. Yes, I went to choir club, and we did like a Christmas performance, and oh my god, the
I
teacher was pretty
remember this
strict with
Christmas.
it as well. I'm sorry for interrupting you. The teacher was pretty strict for it as well. She'd like yell at the people who weren't singing or just mouthing the word, and then I'd perk up and say, "Miss, I was singing."
Um, then these two are good ones. We Three Kings of Orient are. I like that one. You know the one that goes like do 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 do.
Yeah.
Oh come all ye faithful. That one is a classic one because they'd always sing that one like the Christmas
Maths. I forgot about maths.
maths.
It sounds so weird now. Maths.
Okay.
Next topic.
Well, next topic.
And the next topic is Christmas Eve / day / dinner. So, Doke, when do you have your dinner? The Christmas dinner. Do you have it on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
I have Christmas dinner usually on Christmas Eve.
You have it
I'm
on
not
Christmas
sure though.
Eve? I have it on Christmas Day because
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on the the time. I've definitely had Christmas dinners on the day, but I mean those are more of like a midday thing, like while the sun's still out,
yeah.
rather than while the sun is
What I mean
setting.
by Christmas Eve is I mean the night before.
Yeah, I know. But those are I usually have it before rather than on the day.
Oh, that's interesting. So what do you do for the rest of the day?
What do I do for the rest of the day? There's usually, well, as a child, there's usually something to do with your Christmas presents.
Usually what would happen is so we'd have Christmas Eve, which would just be, I don't know, just because usually for Christmas Eve my aunt would come around and she would sleep over
Your aunt.
onto Christmas Day. My aunt Karen.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
My
Your aunt.
aunt Karen. She would come round and she'd like leave like before we'd like open our presents or something. So me and my
Mhm.
brother and my mom and my dad would open our presents, obviously. And then we'd like get excited. My dad would get the camera out, etc. etc. And then later on, my grandparents would come over and they'd have Christmas dinner with us, and they'd stay with us pretty much the whole day. It would be pretty.
Oh.
What a Christmas dinners. So for like 2 or 3 years straight, I kept not knocking my mum's wine over. It was like a tradition. I'm so clumsy. And one out of the 2 or 3 times, I actually broke the glass. Yeah, and then after that, we'd probably have like, we'd just eat and eat, like probably watch something and have a laugh until nighttime. And then it'll be sad, and then we'd have to go home. But the next day was Boxing Day, where we'd go around my grandparents' house and we'd see my cousins, and me and my cousins would play together, and we'd like have like food. We'd have really nice food. And yeah, that was Christmas for us.
For me, Christmas was never really about visiting family because I don't like going because I don't like traveling. I don't like traveling too far. But I guess Christmas tradition was usually like something that happened it was very insular. Like it was just me and my family, as in
Aw.
like my parents and my sister. So Christmas dinner. Um, so usually what happens for me on like my Christmas day is usually well, I get up and I do whatever, and and then
Whatever.
and then sometimes we'd like go out and like visit family, friends, cousins, and things like that. And usually we'd be the ones who'd spend the time at other people's houses.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I remember this Christmas that we attended. I'd attended this party, where there was this like section where we all played games, and as part of it, we had to say Merry Christmas for as long as possible. You know the A in Christmas, right? That was the letter we had to
So
extend
would it
for as
be
long as
Merry
possible.
Christmas?
Yes, exactly. And I'm pretty sure the longest that somebody could go was, I think it was like nearly half a minute, which is like crazy.
Ooh.
30 seconds of just
Anyways, what is the next topic? Doke?
crackers.
Crackers.
Christmas crackers.
Christmas crackers.
You know Christmas crackers?
Yeah,
Like the one
I
from
know Christmas crackers.
Christmas crackers were a bit weird. Like you could find like loads of little things in them. One time we opened a Christmas cracker and we found a fortune cookie. That doesn't make sense.
Wait, yeah, it doesn't. Opening
Yeah.
something and then you have to open it again. I remembered, like, usually the Christmas crackers consisted of a joke, a little kind of like toy thingy,
Yeah, a plastic toy.
and then a
Like, you
paper
know, one of
hat.
those. Oh, yeah, the paper
Did
hat.
you ever get frogs? Like frogs
Yes.
that would
Yeah, I've
jump?
got so many of those.
Yeah. I found like a little trick. If you really want to win the Christmas cracker, what I do, it's really sneaky. You can use this against me now. So you have the tip, right? And then you have the middle. What I'd do is I'd
Mm-hmm.
hold on to the tip and I'd slightly hold on to the middle, but it's
Yeah.
like barely noticeable. And then we pull, and then I win.
That's like wishbone or
I'm cheating. Do you remember after opening Christmas crackers, there'd be that really, really odd smoky smell?
yeah, because yeah.
I
Um
actually like that smell, oddly enough.
I think most of the time we ignored the smell, but I think one time somebody noticed it and we looked around to see if anything was burning for for a solid few seconds. This isn't a Christmas related story, but it happened during the winter season.
Ooh, do
So
tell.
choose to include this if you want. So I was a curious child. I once thought it a good idea to get a piece of tissue, hold it by a candle, lit candle, and see what happens.
Awful idea.
So I held it up to the candle, and my mum was like, "No, don't do that." And I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll stop." And then I kept doing it. So, so it caught fire,
Oh.
and I felt something hot on my hand. I was like, "Oh no, what do I do?" And I wasn't on fire or anything, but I did. The tissue was on fire. So as the tissue was quickly burning up, I had to like get it to somewhere where it wouldn't set anything on fire.
Little dope
So I
on
took it.
fire.
So I so I took it to the kitchen and I threw it onto the floor and I didn't even step on it. I just waited for it to go out. In hindsight, it was probably a really bad idea. I'll do it again.
And I'll do it again. Talking about candles. What I do whenever there's a candle, there's like that, it's like melted. So I put my
hmm
finger in it, and it just builds up on wax. And it's just really nice to watch. But be careful you don't burn yourself when doing this. You
Yeah.
just slightly dip your finger in it, and yeah, you just create like a wax mound on your finger.
Speaking of burning things, I often used to celebrate Christmas with my cousin and my godmother. One year it was like we arrived in the middle of the day because it's the holidays, right? My cousin and I were left alone in the house. What happened was we decided he got a lighter out and he got like a spray. There's like that trick where you get a spray and a lighter and then you light it and then you spray the aerosol and then it goes and then it makes like that large fire.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah. Yeah. And he was like, "Hey, watch this." And then he did it and I was like, "Whoa, that's so cool." And for the rest of the day we just like burned things.
I think we could actually end there.
Thank you for excuse me, I'll do that again. Thank you for listening to the 1/5 podcast. That's Okie. I'm Dokie.
Okie.
Dokie. Bye.
Bye. Go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Are we still recording? Have you like started? One.
He just left the call.